Tesla vehicles are certainly in a league of their own. They're on the cutting edge of technology, and for most people coming from another car getting into a Tesla for the first time, there's definitely going to be some confusion or a little bit of intimidation when it comes to the UI and all the technology that's inside the vehicle. So in this video, I thought it would be a good idea to go over some tips and tricks when it comes to operating your Tesla for newer owners and maybe for current owners as well. So let's get into it. The first convenient tip to know about operating your Tesla are the left scroll wheel commands. Holding down the left scroll wheel on the steering wheel gives you the ability to select one command from the list to have quick access to. These commands range from adjusting the temperature or just simply opening the glove box. To access this menu, hold down the left scroll wheel until the menu pops up on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Once the menu pops up, click the scroll wheel to the left, which will then give you the ability to scroll through the list of commands to choose from. Once you find the command you want to assign to the left scroll wheel, click the scroll wheel on the selected command, and now you will have a quick control to that feature whenever you hold down the left scroll wheel. These quick controls become very useful when you need to use them while operating the vehicle, since to adjust some of these commands requires you to go into the car's settings on the center screen, which isn't always easy or safe to do while you're driving your Tesla. Speaking of driving, another important tip for operating your Tesla is setting your preferred mode for acceleration. There are 3 different modes: chill, standard, or sport. Be aware that you will only have the sport option if you have a performance trim or if you have a dual motor trim and have purchased the acceleration boost. Now this setting allows you to adjust how fast the car will accelerate. Now when it is really fun to whip around on standard mode, I recommend that most people who are new to Tesla and aren't used to a vehicle that picks up very quickly to use chill mode. Chill mode helps to nerf the sink in your seat feeling while still giving you the speed you need while driving on the freeway or city streets, which is great for people who might have motion sickness and could feel a little whiplash from the instant torque. Plus, chill mode is the most efficient acceleration mode, helping you get more range out of your Tesla. Now, if you like your Tesla to feel faster, then of course keep it in standard mode. In the end, that is completely up to you and what your particular preference is. To set your acceleration, open the car's settings and then go to Dynamics. You will see this setting to adjust at the top of the screen. Next is regenerative braking. Unlike a traditional gas car, Teslas brake automatically when you start to remove your foot off of the accelerator pedal, which then puts energy back into the battery as it slows down. This type of automatic braking allows the driver to rarely have to touch the brake pedal. Now there are 2 different settings for regenerative braking. One is standard for the maximum amount of regen, and a low setting that applies less regen, making your Tesla feel more like a traditional gas car. Standard is the best setting to use since it puts back more energy into the battery as you slow down, making it more efficient every time you come to a stop. This also helps to save you money since you are not using the brakes very often. For example, my 2019 Tesla Model 3 has over 116,000 miles on it, and I have never changed the brakes. Now, one thing to keep in mind about regenerative braking is that if you charge your Tesla to 100%, regenerative braking will not work since the battery is full and there isn't any energy to put back in. Luckily, Tesla has added a setting that allows you to get regenerative braking even while the battery is full. To turn this on, go back into your settings and go into Dynamics, and then turn on Apply Brakes when regenerative braking is limited. Next, let's talk about operating autopilot and full self-driving. Now, autopilot is just a driver assist or an advanced form of cruise control that should only be used for highway or freeway use. To activate autopilot, make sure you are centered in the lane, and then you will see a little steering wheel icon on the top left-hand side of the screen. Then double-click the scroll wheel on the right side of the steering wheel, or click the stalk down twice if you have an older Tesla model with a physical stalk, and you will hear a chime that indicates autopilot is on, and the steering wheel icon will turn blue. Now your Tesla will auto-steer and regulate your speed to the flow of traffic. Use the right scroll wheel to adjust your speed by scrolling up and down, and you can also adjust your follow distance by clicking the scroll wheel left or right. If you leave your hands off of the wheel, the autopilot system will notify you to put them back on, and if you continue to ignore this, the system will flash at you and lock you out of using autopilot until your next drive. To turn off autopilot, simply push the right scroll wheel down once or flick the stalk up like you would if you needed to reverse, to take back control of the car. Now, when it comes to full self-driving, you want to make sure that it is turned on in the autopilot settings. Turning full self-driving on and off is the same as autopilot while the car is in motion. The only difference is that since full self-driving is doing all the work, it needs to know where to take you. So you must type in the destination in the navigation so the full self-driving system knows where it needs to take you. But you can also turn on full self-driving from the center screen if you start the system while parked. After typing in your destination, a blue square button will appear indicating that full self-driving is ready. Then you hold down that blue button and full self-driving will start. Be aware that Tesla's full self-driving system is still labeled as supervised, meaning that the little camera above the rearview mirror will monitor your eyes to make sure you are still paying attention to the road while full self-driving is driving the car. So make sure you are still paying attention to the road and not looking away and playing on your phone. Now, another important thing to know about operating your Tesla is knowing how to restart the car when the screen is not responding or freezes. If you run into an issue like this, restarting the car should fix the issue. To do this, push down on both the scroll wheels on the steering wheel until the screen goes black. This will reboot the system and should take about 2 to 3 minutes to reboot and come back on. And if you want to do a more serious, harder reset, repeat the same process except you must be in park and hold down the brake while you hold down both the scroll wheels on the steering wheel, and then the screen will still go black and reboot in a couple minutes. Next is how to put your Tesla in neutral. If you have a newer refreshed Tesla model, you put the car in neutral by going to the settings and then controls. You will find the neutral button on the bottom right hand side of the screen and hold it down until the car makes a chime and shows the car is in neutral. Now if you have an older Tesla model with a gear shift stock, you just click down on the stock halfway to put the car in neutral. But there is one other way to put the car in neutral. If you go to the control page in the settings, you will see a car wash mode. Click on that to put the car in car wash mode, and then you will see an enable free roam button on the bottom of the screen. From there you just put the car in drive and hold down the brake and then click on the enable free roam. This is an easy way to put the car in neutral while going through a car wash. And finally, the Tesla mobile app. This app will act as the main key to your car and allow you to just walk up to the car and it will unlock automatically for you to get in, as well as lock automatically when you walk away. Be aware that in order for these features to work, your phone's Bluetooth must be on. Tesla also gives you 2 key cards to operate the vehicle if for some reason your phone is not working. To open the door, place the key card right under the camera on the center pillar to unlock and lock the car. And then when you get in the vehicle, place the key card in the wireless charger slot on the driver's side and tap the brake to drive the car. And if you have an older Tesla, you place the key card behind the cup holders instead of the wireless charger spot, and then tap on the brake to turn on and drive the vehicle. And so, there you have it. Those are a couple tips and tricks for operating your Tesla vehicle. I'm hoping that whether you're a new or current owner, you found this information useful to use in your everyday life while you're driving your Tesla. And if you're someone who isn't driving a Tesla just yet and you're looking to get one, feel free to use my Tesla referral code. It'll be in the description down below. Using my referral code when you order your new Tesla will get you 3 months of full self-driving for free, which is about a $300 value. And if you happen to be interested in what new features came in the latest Tesla software update, click this video right up here to check that out. And if you're not interested in that, I still appreciate that you made it this far into the video. And either way, I hope you guys have a great day. See ya.